Welcome to Not My Reality. Now we're at a point where they know that we know that they know that we know that they know we know they know we know. What does that mean? That means they're desperate. They're going to do something. Maybe a black swan event. You're going to say, what is a black swan event? Well, a black swan event is a high impact event that is difficult to predict under normal circumstances, but in retrospect, it appears to have been inevitable. A black swan event is expected and therefore difficult to prepare for, but is often rationalized with the benefit of hindsight as having them been unavoidable. Falls under fair use as it's a parody. If you don't have a sense of humor, go. Welcome. Is this my reality? Is this your reality? Let's get to this. The black swan theory, or theory of black swan events, is a metaphor that describes an event that comes as a surprise, has a major effect, and is often inappropriately rationalized after the fact with the benefit of hindsight. The term is based on an ancient saying that presumed that black swans did not exist, until of course they were discovered in Australia in 1697. And then it became reinterpreted to mean an unforeseen and consequential event. The theory was developed by Nassim Taleb starting in 2001 to explain, number one, the disproportionate role of high-profile, hard-to-predict, and rare events that are beyond the realm of normal expectations in history, science, finance, and technology. Number two, the non-computability of the probability of consequential rare events using scientific methods. Number three, the psychological biases that blind people, both individually and collectively, to uncertainty and to the substantial role of rare events in historical affairs. Taleb regards almost all scientific discoveries, historical events, and artistic accomplishments as black swans, undirected and unpredicted. He gives the rise of the internet, the personal computer, World War I, the dissolution of the Soviet Union, and September 11, 2001 as examples of black swan events. Now, as recession fears continue to build steam because we have idiots in charge of our country, some investors are beginning to consider historical black swan events. Black swan events are unexpected, devastating, economy-wide occurrences frequently considered obvious in hindsight. This channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell. We're the only ones going to tell you some of these things. So please, give us some support. This ain't easy. YouTube don't like us. Let's go hard at this one. We're going to talk about technical black swan examples in history. The sinking of the Titanic. Or maybe it was an insurance job and it was the Olympic. Chernobyl, the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. You still can't even go there. The Fukushima nuclear disaster, which, I don't know where we just forgot about that. The Wall Street crash of 1929, followed up by the Great Depression. And the dot-com bubble, who, of course, it had to happen because us normal people aren't allowed to make any money like they do. And the final one, the fall of Lehman Brothers in 2008, which brought in the next worldwide recession. Those are your technical examples of black swans. Military black swans. The unexpected Viking raids across Europe. Those crazy Vikings, and not that crappy football team. Genghis Khan, he attacked many civilizations. And the start of World War I by the assassination of Franz Ferdinand and the rise of Nazi Germany, their military power, because of Hitler. Now, I think he had some people backing him too, just look into that one. But those are military black swans, just a few. And now we get to biological black swans. These are scary. The Black Death in Europe. Native Americans suffered severe pandemics spread from European contacts with the New World. The Spanish flu, in 1918. And something new that we got to watch out for: digital dementia. There's security black swans, like the Munich terror attack at the 1972 Summer Olympics, and the rise of ISIL, which was helped by these guys. Scientific black swan events. Special and general theory of relativity as the first strike against classical physics and common human understanding of our world. Quantum mechanics is the second strike against classical physics and a common human understanding of our world. Then we have dark matter and dark energy. If we can see clearly now in hindsight, the way the elites have used these black swan events in the past, and it seems like we're onto them and they've stolen all the money already. So what are these satanic elites going to do next? It's almost like they don't care that we know anymore. Why is that? I wouldn't put anything past these people. So here's some black swans we might expect in the very near future. An attack from an alien civilization. A GMO pathogen which kills near all humans. An unexpected volcano eruption. Nuclear World War III. A small black hole synthesis in a particle accelerator. And of course, a new global economic crisis, which, just look around everybody, it's happening right now. A near hypernova explosion of a star. A Trojan horse virus, which stops the whole internet. The EU breaking up. And like Al Gore says, the permafrost melting with planet extinction. Those are some of the things that they have in their batshit crazy heads. Don't you think they don't? I'm not saying this is a setup, but this is a setup, people. Just like J6, they're setting us up for something big. CBS News, very reputable, yeah. Face the Nation, they held a roundtable on Christmas Eve, affording various talking heads an opportunity to make predictions for 2024. The network correspondent, Catherine Herridge, Bush person, the wife of Lieutenant Colonel in the U.S. Air Force, she suggested that 2024 may be the year of a black swan event. Yeah, you think? This is a national security event with a high impact. It's very hard to predict, she says. Whatever you say, Kathy, right? People, you see it, right? You're not mistaken and you're not wrong. They know that we know that they know that we know they know we know. The next step is to get rid of us. Period. It's coming. How are we going to stop this? Don't just sit there in silence. Don't be afraid of what they're going to do to you. Let them know that we know that they know we know. Let them know. Maybe they'll back off a little bit when they realize that we know that they know we know. Or, you know what I'm trying to say. I don't know. Leave a comment down below. But I've had enough of this, all right? I'm not an ant in an ant farm. I'm not going to be controlled like that. These people have no idea. But let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go do something. I don't know.